Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and this is Lucy. I knew a dog named Lucy once. She was a spaz. This, however, is my promise to try to get to groups about every other week or so that don't have a lot of like upvotes for being the next group to respond to. Lucy only has a couple of suggested votes for being the next group, so normally I would just kind of let them sit for a long time. I haven't reacted to any other group that has two votes. But I was convinced because I told y'all if there's a group that may not be as popular, but you know that you have a reason that I in particular will like them. Not just, oh, they have a great sound, I think you'd like them. No, no, tell me why I would like them. And I was convinced that I would like this group. This is a band I saw from the thumbnail. It's probably going to be 4 people, a boy band, and they have a violinist, which the violin is my favorite classical instrument. So I definitely want to hear this. Thank you for convincing me. I'll say thank you to give the shout out to 2AT. Is that is that how you would like me to pronounce that? 2AT. Let's grab, where is my cursor? I always lose my cursor. There it is. Let's get the volume right about half C's. And yeah, I have no idea. So by all means, educate me in the comments about these guys. This is, yeah, something in my mouth. This is only about, oh gosh, November of 2020, so not that old of a song. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I'll figure it out. And they do have captions on here, so the first time through, I'm gonna go through it without the captions on. And it's warm outside, and I was working outside, so I rolled my sleeves up. Second time through, I will turn the captions on and see what they are singing about with a song like title like Snooze. It's actually underscore snooze. Sorry. We will figure it out. He looks like he's working late at night, and if you hear sounds in the background, drywall is going up in the other room. Sorry. So we'll figure out what this is about. Just something about a violin. Is that 2 electric guitars or so? It's a unique voice. Turn it up just a tad. Is that an RV? That looked like it's like a airline, a streamliner? What is it called? I'm guessing they have a concept, because I'm guessing this has to do with some sort of concept world. Bog wall ups. Nice. Is it Alice in Wonderland? Oh, that tone was... I'm pausing it a lot already. What is that? Every time I want to rule the world. That's what that reminded me. You're such a good to everything. We were golden through our childhood. We just want to play with you. 어디로 가는 거야? Okay. Got a little bit more of that modern poppy sound. Yeah, I'm a sucker for fusion. I like his voice. Ooh. That reminds me of something too. Bass. Yeah, the sound, it does remind me a little bit of like 80s, early 90s with some of that, the little more high pitch to it and all it. And this, I mean, the song that one, the rhythm with which he sang, it reminded me of a Want to Rule the World. That's an earlier song as well because I'm old. Um, but yeah, it's giving me 80s vibes. I don't know why.
Everything we were golden, we are childhood. We just want to play with you. 어디로 가는 거야? We're our childhood. 기다려주지 않아. We're our childhood. We're our childhood. We're our childhood. Time to
It's a long song. Yeah, died behind him like a robot. There's the snooze. Ooh, and like the instrumentation following him up, like the bass almost sounds like a cello. Like they get kind of orchestral with their instruments to back him up. There's just something about that high whine of the violin.
We just want to play with you. 어디로 가는 거야? We're our childhood. 어디로 가도 좋아. We're our childhood. We're our childhood. We're our childhood.
I'm guessing he's the main vocalist, and I like his voice. He has a very good. I like, if this is your first time with me, I like those mid-range voices, and he has a very nice, smooth, clear voice there. All right, I'm going to bring it back and turn the lyrics on because also, if this is your first time, I like knowing what they're singing about. Usually people get into music not just because they not just because they enjoy playing an instrument, like just the mechanics of playing an instrument, not just because they enjoy like the mechanics of singing. It's because it's an art form and musicians enjoy expressing themselves. So I love going through the lyrics because generally they try to say something. They try to make you feel a certain way. And let's see what this one is about. I'm trying to remember. I usually catch it on English lyrics, and I'm trying to remember if I even heard any English in here. And I don't remember if I do. Sometimes it just passes through and I don't even realize it, but I'm not entirely sure what this song is gonna be about. In fact, now that I remember, I'm almost certain there was English in here, and I'm just forgetting what the specific lines were. Gray-colored people. Their look and languid footsteps. Nothing different from me.
But
But you don't have to be an adult. All right, so we are drawing a picture of people who are just living dull lives, and they're all the same. But you don't have to be an adult. Sometimes immature. We are gold and feel this freedom. When you thought you could do everything, remember that moment. We were golden fuel. We were golden, feel our childhood. Alright, so that golden time in your life when you are still really young and yet not a child anymore. Like, that's, I feel like, kind of that point in life that they're talking about. Like, you don't have to be an adult quite yet, but you're not like a kid anymore. You're not a child anymore, and you feel like you can just go do anything. Alright, that time in life.
We just want to play with
We just want to play with you. Where are we going? And feel our childhood. It won't wait for us. Alright, so a little bit of, yeah, feel that youth still. You, like, still feel that youth. It's not gonna wait for you, it's gonna pass by, you know, you're gonna grow out of it. They just want to play. They just want to play with their instruments. When did we become adults? There's that violin. The things happened in the time of rushing. I'm not getting used to. Before I know, I wait for the night, then the daytime. Alright, yeah, it's a coming of age song, yeah? That where you're in that transition period between the teenage years and the adulthood. And where things, all of a sudden, it feels like everything is in such a rush to get things done, to do more and more stuff. And the time when, for most people, you know, okay, I think I'm seeing why it's snooze now. For most people, because that alarm clock went off in the 6-something p.m., not 6-something a.m. It was 1800 hours, where you're kind of in snooze during the day, during your quote-unquote work hours. You know, you're just kind of sleeping your way through the day, gray-colored people, being, you know, everybody's the same, just blah. That's the adult life of just having a job that pays the bills, and you begin to live for the night. When you clock out of work, you know, that's when you really get to wake up and do your thing, you know, go home, go out with your buddies, do whatever it is that you actually want to be doing, which is kind of a sad reality for a lot of people. You know, it's just, we have our jobs and we do the jobs to pay the bills, and then we clock out, and then we get to enjoy ourselves. Wishing for sleep without a dream. And even here, yeah, not even maybe clocking out and being able to do what you enjoy doing, but just wanting to go to sleep. Alright, there's no place for me to take a rest. Because your day is so full with stuff that you have to do. Rush, 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 do more, more, more. But you don't have to be an adult. Sometimes immature. We are golden, feel this freedom. When you thought you could do everything. Remember that moment? We were golden, feel our childhood. And where are we going? Yeah, I think it's a coming of age song. Just wanting to still be young and do the things you do in your youth without having become an adult quite yet, you know, without having that time where being able to play, just being able to play. I'm just sad, adults should be able to play too. Time to sleep. I love how they just slow down, mellow out the music. I guess it's very yearning feeling to it, you know? Like yearning for those days of youth. Just there it is. Wait, did time just go backwards? 46, 43.
We just want to play with you.
I don't know if that was intentional or not. Just wanting to rewind, set the clock back a little bit. You know, when did we become adults? Can we just set the clock back just a little bit and feel our childhood? Something I encourage all adults to do. Way too many adults stop playing. And only kind of... And a lot of times, even when adults do play, it's because there's kids around. Like, it's because you're playing with a kid. You don't actually take time out to do things that you just want to do as an adult that you like doing. That's kind of considered play, you know? It's kids play. I'm going to do Beer Olympics. I'm pre-recording this for Saturday because on Saturday I am going to be hanging out with a bunch of my buddies playing games centered around drinking beer. I'm not going to be drinking that much because I don't like drinking for the sake of drinking, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm going to go play. I'm going to go be a little bit immature. And I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to feel my childhood. I didn't drink when I was a child, but that's just kind of becoming an adult. All right. I enjoyed this. So thank you very much for the pushing me into Lucy. Let me know if there's other stuff you would like me to react to from these guys. And if there are other groups that are kind of not as well known but, you know, by now I have quite a few votes for, there's like this pack leading my list of groups to react to, but I have a ton of groups and bands that only have a few votes each. So if you want to hear me react to a group that isn't as well known, let me know why you think I would like it. Like this. Loved that violin in there. Kind of dug the 80s feel, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit old, so that's, I like the 80s feel to it. Not that I like a bunch of 80s music, it's a bunch of 80s music is way too Breakfast Club for me, but, yeah, I like that, and I like the bassist. You got two different kinds of bassists. One that holds their bass way up high, and the other just lets it hang low. He's a high bass guy. But yeah, I liked how he just kind of slowed down that bass to almost sound like a cello with the violin, and the drums just kind of evened out nice and slow as well. Good stuff. And I like the main vocalist as well. Alright, I'm out. I have stuff to do. I have, speaking of being an adult, I have to go do adult stuff, like not drinking at all. Water. I'm going to hydrate, and I am going to get back to work. So, you all have yourselves a wonderful day.